Album's dope. Hello from Korea. Hello from Indonesia. Hi, everybody. Justin, how do I slow these down? This is I don't know, someone told me to. Yeah, I'm just under the weather. You know, a little rundown, but it's okay. Let me just put my phone on DND. No, I'll be fine. I'm gonna rest today. It's actually kind of perfect timing because the album is out now, and I'm so thrilled from the response from it. I'm so glad that you all like it, and say Xin Chao. I don't think that means anything bad. Xin Chao. Hello from Germany. It's very international sounding album. Oh, there's the thing. There's the thing I have to point to before I get into the sound of the album and everything and doing my thing. If you hit this little link here, everybody, just for everybody on the TikTok live right now, you can get the Whatever's Clever Professor Puth LP edition, the limited edition, just right here. Sorry to sound so infomercially, but we're only allowed to sell this here. So if you want a special variant that no one will have, this is for you. Hello from America. I'm sorry if you're just getting on. I'm a little under the weather. I think it's better I get it out of the way now. It's just bound to happen. Hello from Cuba. The link it should be right here. If I click it. Yep. Boom. And you can get it through the shop and everything. And then if this is weird, but like the LP smells really good. I love it when vinyls smell really good, and it's like a really cool poster inside and has all the lyric annotations and the amazing musicians, all of them listed of who participated in the recording of everything. All the little liner notes that you don't get on the other LPs are all on this one. Hello from Korea. Jude is with his mom right now and his lovey. I did hear the BTS album. A lot of my friends worked on the BTS album. I've only listened to about half of it because I've been just going to LA every single day in promo mode for my album. But I can't wait to listen to the rest of it. I love those guys. I am performing in New York at Madison Square Garden. I believe we have like 100 tickets left. So that'll be my first sold out Madison Square Garden, which is pretty fun. Does everybody see the link? I see it. It's like this. At the link, I see it. It's like this. See it, right? Okay, I'm just making sure. I look like Charlie Puth because no, it's an AI deepfake. This AI deepfake of Charlie gouaches his face. No, this album, it's worth it being a little under the weather because I put a lot of like passion and hard work in promoting my album, and I really just want to spread the word about how amazing music is and how everyone here in this live and anyone who wants to listen to my music can make an album like this. They can paint a picture, they can write a story, they can write a book, they can make an album, they can make a TV show, they can make a movie, and it can reflect directly on their lives. Like a lot of people, you can invoke a lot about you by, what am I trying to say? By making art. a lot of people will get to know you quicker by the art that you make, which is why it was really important for me to get this album in front of a lot of eyes, because I don't know, I feel like in the past I haven't really opened up to all of you, musically maybe, but about my life I've kind of kept that semi-private, and there are things I realized I hadn't sung about, and they are on this album, especially on this the Professor Puth thing came about. It was an idea that me and my friend Justin were texting about, because I love spreading the good word about music, and I remember watching the Food Channel. One of my favorite things to watch is the Food Channel, and how Oreos are made. Like when they're on, how Cheez-Its are made. First they go through the baking tray, and then they do this, and then they put the cheese sauce. I don't know how they actually make Cheez-Its, but it's the process of how you like make something that you consume. People consume music. Why wouldn't they want to know what a compression ratio is, like what reverb is? Just making it feel like class. And he was like, oh, this is like, you're a professor. And I'm like, oh, I'm Professor Puth. And it's just crazy to see now we have a whole album named the Professor Puth LP. Whatever's clever, Professor Puth LP. I'd say this whole thing is meant to feel educational in a way. There's no NYC tickets left. That's exciting for me, but I want you to come to the show. Let me look after I'm done with this live. Whole thing is. Let me look after I'm done. This tour, I was telling my MD Cobbs, like, this tour musically is going to be so, like, at times, like, unhinged. The amount of chords, the arrangements, we're going to do key changes. It's the best band. I believe we have the best band in pop music, and to see it live is going to be something else. It's going to be a real treat. But I made this album in consideration for how it would be played live. But when I hear Cry in my head, I hear, and we'll see if it comes true. I thought of the Super Bowl like this in my head, and that ended up coming true. So maybe this will come true as well. But just, this is how I imagine Cry starting off at the Madison Square Garden show. Cobbs, my MD and keyboardist on stage, will hold down my MD and keyboardist on stage. The lights will be kind of dimmed, and I'll say something along the lines of, there's a song called Cry, and then Jan will come, my guitarist will come, ding 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 ding, which doesn't happen on the record. CJ will play some drum fill that isn't on the record, but just like feels like big and live. That'll be, oh man. How are they? Up on the side now, trying to. It's just gonna be like euphoric. I want it to. It's gonna be euphoric for me on stage, and I want the audience to have that same feeling as well. So yeah, Cry. That is on the Whatever's Clever Professor Puth LP limited edition. If you want to get that in the shop, you can just click this little white pinned link here. You can do it pretty easily. It's one of the best things about TikTok. It's just, if you want to get something, boom. How do I... get that? How do I... Comments went a little slower. Can I... There will be a lot of special guests, because there's a lot of special guests on the actual album. I did that on purpose. They're like, where are we going to find horn players? Well, I got to find them. They're on the album. My hoodie is from Gap. Gap makes the best hoodies. I've never been to South Africa. I don't know if we'll go, well, never say never, but I don't know if we'll go this round. But that's what I was saying in the beginning of this live. It's a very international, musically, it's a very international sounding album. And it's important for me, for my music to travel all around the world because I love going all around the world and performing for you guys, especially in places I've never been to before, like South Africa. So I want this music to resonate there as much as it resonates here in the States. Daddy. Yes, that is me. Sorry, a little sick. I know I mentioned that a lot, but if people are just coming in, if you're wondering why my voice sounds a little scratchy and I'm coughing, it's because I've been going like a little Energizer bunny. Thank you. You love the new album. Do I watch Glee? I didn't, but I feel like I should. How is Brooke and Jude doing? Brooke and Jude good. They're with her. Jude is with his mom and grandma right now. Going for a little walk. And Dad loves his work. I'm going to hang with Jude today. I legitimately, how do I make these comments slow down? Can I give piano lessons? I'm a little busy, and you don't want to be around a sick musician today. Oh, here we go. Okay. You like the song Beat Yourself Up. It is so catchy. Thank you. You are so catchy. That is another one that's going to be so fun to play live. I want that to be the first song in the set. Because there was an extended intro when we were making the song. And it just felt like too long for the album. But I think we'll bring it back for the actual live show. Damn, it's such a trip when people are like, thank you for making my childhood. Listen, I hope I continue to make a lot of memories for you because you guys in turn give it right back to me. This is why I do this. They're a Turkish fan. I haven't been to Turkey either. Do they like whatever's clever in Turkey? I am coming to London. London show. We should have done more London shows. Maybe we should have picked an even bigger venue, but we're treading lightly. I haven't played a European tour in probably almost 10 years. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, we just haven't really been in Europe a lot. So I kind of assumed that, we're not going to be like doing the O2 the first 10 years that we'd been there. But maybe we could have done something close to that. But I'm very happy with how quickly that sold out. And I promise it'll be a really, really great show and we will come back more frequently. Why am I not? What? There is a deluxe edition. If you want to get the Whatever's Clever Professor Puth LP, you can get it in this live right now. It's the Professor Puth LP, and it comes with a different educational type poster and a different color record if you have a record player. Have I seen 17 2 members dance the Cheating on You choreography? Did Cheating on You have choreography? I'd like to see that. That song's kind of a bop. If I could dance, you probably want to watch the guys from 17 dance more than me. I'll just make the beat. My little brother loves Whatever's Clever. The whole album's got him giggling. That's good. There are like elements of comedy to this album that I wanted to be present throughout. Like the Jeff Goldblum song, it's about a serious topic, but musically it's kind of enjoyable and comedic to listen to. And why am I not going to Ohio? Atlantic, if you're watching, why am I not going to Ohio? Serena Marie Photos wants to know. I love Ohio. I love being in small towns in Ohio, and we always seem to have like a couple days off on tour in Ohio, and it's always so peaceful and serene, and we go by a lake. Fan since your YouTube days. Oh, baby. Those are some... I was peak millennial teenager. Eric COG says, I inspire them a lot. You got any tips for a new artist starting out? Just don't, not to quote myself, don't beat yourself up for not having it figured out from the get-go. Just kind of go with the flow musically and tell the truth in your songwriting. That would be my best advice. Never thought I'd see you live here. Well, I got to tell you that there's a Professor Puth LP, a Whatever's Clever Professor Puth LP that you can get in this here TikTok live shop right now. Everybody says that my son, Jude, he has like really large hands like me, and they think he's going to play piano. He likes piano. I mean, he can be whatever he wants to be, but then I can teach him piano. Why did you type Luke Combs, Frank? I love Luke. What's my skincare? Well, mind you, there's a nice filter on my face. I don't know how to turn it off. It's just TikTok just seems to. So this is like kind of a lie. But my wife has these masks that I put on. I don't know. Do you ever watch the Brad Pitt skincare thing? Like, I should be able to speak more eloquently about it like he does. He's like, I'm in and out the door, and I'm really happy about that. Where's Jude? Jude's with his mom, listening to Whatever's Clever, specifically the Professor Puth LP limited edition. I will come to Indonesia. What's also funny about the vinyls is that I was done mixing this album last night. I submitted it to Spotify and Apple Music, all the DSPs, like 5 hours before the album came out. So there's going to be not significant, but subtle differences in the mix when you listen to the Professor Puth LP versus if you listen to it on the internet, which is kind of fun and might be annoying for some people, but I don't know. I like hearing the differences. Sorry. You're just getting here. I'm a little sick. Orlando's going to be so fun. What's the set list for Orlando going to look like? I'm definitely going to play more songs from Voice Notes, I think, than I've done on previous tours. And obviously, a good chunk of it's going to be Whatever's Clever material. Not every song, but we'll change it up every night. Songs from the first album, songs that I've had the pleasure of writing for other people. Reply to This is going to be on, I think it's on this Professor Puth LP. Hi, Gabrielle. But yeah, set list for Orlando. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't remember the name of the venue, but I do know that we're going to try and go to Disney World. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Going to your May concert in Vancouver. God, you guys sold that one out so quickly. Vancouver was the first place to sell out. Thank you, Vancouver. It was my birthday present in February, and I'm really excited. Well, we will make sure that your birthday present is worth the ticket. You are going to be very, very happy. Zoe Spam Zach. It's gonna be, you can expect a lot of music. You can expect a lot of key changes. You can expect the whole shebang. I really think it's gonna be my best show. I'll see you in Birmingham in July. I'm excited to be in Birmingham. Boop-a-doop-doop-doop. Oh yeah, there will be a lot of church elements in the actual musicality of the show. From the jump, it's like the whole show will feel like church. Not visually. Visually, it'll feel like the Whatever's Clever world, the cloud backdrops, and me just like in my own head on a stage. But musically, there's going to be all the chord changes. Oh my, there's all. How do we think of the name Jude? We just have always, why is it out of focus? There we go. We've just always loved the name Jude. Will there be a deluxe for Whatever's Clever? It's funny you asked. If you go hit this link, you can get the Whatever's Clever Professor Puth LP limited edition. The mixes sound a little bit different than the others, especially the ones that you hear on the internet, and just get a little, kind of like a different flair on the Professor Puth LP. It's giving education. It's giving learning. It's giving scholastic. It's giving Ticonderoga sharpened number 2 pencil. I'm trying so hard to read these comments. When you improvise, are you thinking in intervals? I'm not. I don't even really feel like I'm like the best piano improviser. I kind of just like think like, what's a melody that I would like to hear? And it's most of the time like kind of my improvisation rather is kind of simple. I try and make it like a memorable melody. You are my fan from Turkmenistan. Come please and show us a concert. I've never been there, but I've heard about your country and it's so fascinating to me. One day, maybe I'll go there. You have such a fascinating country. I've seen a YouTube video about it. Yes, when I'm not making music, I look up how food is made, videos about Turkmenistan, countries I haven't been to. There are places in Russia that are like the coldest, like it's negative 40 Celsius. Did you know that? My favorite song on the new album, especially the Whatever's Clever Professor Puth LP that you can also conveniently purchase in this TikTok live here. I really love Sideways. We just put Sideways out with Coco Jones. It was really amazing working with Coco because she's such a brilliant vocalist. Hits every note just so perfectly. Same with Raven Lene. Same with all the artists that I've been lucky enough to collaborate with on this album. It's a trip. It's really amazing. Your grandmother is Judy, so Jude has always been on my list. Isn't it a great name? Thank you, Judy. Who are the openers on tour? The folks that are joining us on stage are really, really... I wanted to make sure that they were like in the same musical world as me, and they love music as much as I do. You'll get to hear Allie, you'll get to hear Daniel, and you'll get to hear Lawrence, and you'll get to hear... it's just going to be the most musical tour, so I had to have musicians. What's my zodiac sign? I think I saw I'm a Sagittarius, so I like to explore. Boy is staying in the set list. That is right. That's become a mainstay. I'm so excited for Sweden. Bilango. I love Sweden so much. I want to have a place in Sweden one day. Hello, Charlie. My friend is a big fan of you. By the way, I'm from Indonesia. Her name is Wati, and I'm Nindi. Hello, Wati and Nindi. I will see you at the concert. Congrats on the baby. Thank you. I'm so excited for this journey for you. Thank you. Should collab with Role Model. I love Role Model. I love his music. Mr. Puth, what's an underutilized chord voicing that you want to hear in music more? Well, Hunter with the saxophone. I want to hear key changes in music, but not key changes that just happen once. Sorry, a little sick. Not key changes that happen once in a song. Like, remember the Leanne Rimes song, How Do I Live? Every chorus goes to D major, and the verses are in E major. E major's here, and D major's here. Every time the chorus happens, it goes down. And then to the verse, it goes up and down, up and down. Key changes usually happen at like the third chorus, and like Sabrina Carpenter has a song that has a key change at the end of it. I'm blanking on the name of it right now. Actually, no. Her key changes happen. John Ryan and Julian Bonetta produced it. They have a key change happening in each chorus as well. So maybe they're starting the trend. Maybe they're on the same kind of thinking path. But I want that to happen more in music. Can you please play LA Girls? Yes, that is on the set list, I'm telling you. That will be on the set list, and it kind of just mends perfectly into Whatever's Clever. Hey, speaking of Whatever's Clever, you can get the Professor Puth LP. If you click this little link, I believe it's down below here, you can get the Professor Puth limited vinyl. It's a different color, has a different poster, has different mixes. It's fun. I will sing Empty Cups. Yes, New Jersey is on repeat, and it gives 80s Luther Vandross vibes. Thank you. Mwah. That is my favorite. That is exactly what I was thinking when I was making that record. I am Kaylee Lawrence _ emoji with a shadow behind it. That is exactly what I was thinking when I was making that song. I wanted that to have. I wanted that to be the sonic palette. Shout out to her, you. The Star Spangled Banner was good. Is there no link? I thought there was a link. I see it right here. I've never been to Alaska. I'd like to go to Alaska as well. Kate, I don't know, Justin. Kate says there's no link. Although I see the link. Everybody just write yes or no. Do you see the link? Yes or no? I'll give you a second. I'll take a sip of my water. I see a lot of no's. I see a lot of I see an equal amount of yeses and no's. And I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna be the one to figure that out. But if you see a link, you can hit it. If you don't want to, just listen to it on the internet. I Used to Be Cringe is meant to be a divisive song. There's a hilarious 240p Windows Movie Maker music video that Crystal made on Windows Movie Maker. It says a huge supporter of mine has just joined the live, and it would be nice to... Oh, it went away. This is like... There's so much going on here. I've not been to Romania. but I know a lot of people from Romania. I believe I am going to Scotland. God, I've been to Saudi Arabia. I am going to Scotland. God, I've been to Saudi. What? Hey, for everybody coming in to the live, you can get the Whatever's Clever Professor Puth LP. You can hit this link down below, and it's a little bit different than the other ones. My dream collab, I mean, they're all on this album. How do I slow these comments down? Was I thinking of Nonsense? Am I going to Vietnam? I don't know if we're going to Vietnam this time. I always had fun in Vietnam. Excuse me. How was working with Michael McDonald? So fun. Mike loves music just as much as me. Whoa, been talking a lot, sorry. And he loves jazz. I'm gonna goon mid-concert. Don't do that. So stupid. I gotta be honest, I love going on these lives on TikTok because I love the juxtaposition of like everyone asking like really serious music questions and then and then comments like I'm gonna goon mid-concert, whatever the fuck that means. I'm gonna sit here and recover and try and watch something and take my mind. The album is out. You can get the Professor Puth special TikTok edition of my album, Whatever's Clever. I want to thank you all so much for being so supportive and loving to me for all of these years. And I can't wait for you to hear this album if you haven't heard it already. I'll see